Hey, it's time for preview review. We got a full house together. Roll the intro, me. Wow, we have a full house today. We have 4 people, and one of them is she who is my wife, Deb.
Hello.
She who is your wife?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like there wasn't enough vagina on
Yeah,
the show.
it's been a real corn dog factory last few episodes.
Or all the episodes.
Yeah, this is the inception of the show. It's been only corn dogs. So today we're doing a preview review.
Yay!
Yay!
Love preview reviews.
Yeah, that one episode.
They're the best.
Yeah.
I'm really bummed that I'm not here for the lesbian one.
We didn't.
Hey, the night is young. But Kev, you're back.
I'm back after
brief absence.
After an absence, because I don't know, I just couldn't make it. I was drunk.
Francis, welcome back.
Thanks. I'm excited. Preview review. My second favorite Company Guy series.
It's one of 2. So today we got 3 movies, like always. The first rule is we're gonna watch a random trailer, and we're gonna guess the plot of the movie, and then we're gonna watch the movie. Yes.
Okay.
But are we doing this thing where we did last time, where we actually get like 3 specific bets on things that are gonna happen?
Yes, and I've amended the rules because there are
amendments.
3. Each of us are gonna have 3 bets. So in addition to those 3 bets, before we actually watch the trailer, we're going to make one single broad bet, and the bonus bet is going to be I'm gonna show you all the titles of the movie, and you're gonna make a sort of generic bet that based on those titles. So a completely blind bet where you don't know anything, even the movie that we're gonna watch.
Okay.
So if you want to say something like, "I bet that it's gonna have a happy ending," that would be a good bonus bet.
Wow.
So, can I take that then?
No, you can't, because it's mine.
Yeah, like last time you amended the rules or told us about rules, you immediately made your bet before anyone else could happen.
Yeah. That's good strategy on my part, right? So these 3 movies, the criteria for these 3 movies are also a little different this time. I only chose movies that have no reviews whatsoever on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, so the 3 movies are the following. The first movie is called Coven from 1988.
Can we both do it together for this one?
Do it.
Easy Bay Coven.
That was bad.
Yeah,
I didn't like
that's
that.
right.
That doesn't sound spontaneous when you set it up
Because
that way.
you said it before, and we both said it spontaneously, but now the moment's over.
Coven is from 1987.
Guessing witches are in it.
I'm assuming that witches are in it, yeah.
And that
And a
they're
bay?
on the bay.
There should be at least a bay.
Yeah, wait,
and
how is
Salem
Bay spelled?
So like Tampa Bay?
B-A-Y.
B-A-E.
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 These are
Bay.
It's the Bay Coven.
They're Florida witches.
It's 87, so this could be before bay was even a
87.
slang. The second movie is called Concrete Blondes.
Porn?
I don't think so. But
Although it is the one
It's
Kevin's
not a
rooting for.
porn, but
It's
there
on-
is an orgy. That's my broad bet on that one.
Hey, you don't get to make a bet on each one, so if that's your bet, you have to hope that happens in
your
all
bet
3
is
of the
going to
movies.
Oh, well, Covens,
Well,
which is love
Coven,
orgies.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I stick to my orgy.
Alright.
So the third movie is called Fatal Secrets. So let's make our general bets. Our big, broad, could be anything bet. So I'll go first, and I will say that there will be a violent death
Damn it, you took mine.
of the antagonist. All right. So Deb, what is your broad bet?
Well, I was gonna say like someone dies in the first hour.
How
But
long's
you
the
kind of
movie?
took mine with the antagonist dies, but I guess that would be
No, yeah. Mine, I'm specifically
Why don't you say
thinking...
in the opening scene?
That's too.
You
Too
don't think?
specific?
I mean, I think it would happen.
Well,
with
if you
Coven.
do... If
What
you
was
do,
the one? Fatal Secretion? What?
Yeah, that's it. Fatal
Secret.
Secretion.
Fatal
Fatal
Secrets.
Secret.
And
Yeah, I
maybe
think
magically
I'm
we
gonna go
will.
with someone dies in the first hour.
Okay. That's a good one because I think if it's
I'm so tempted to now go with someone dies in the second hour.
Oh God.
You should just go 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes. You just like Price is
Every
Right
bet.
kind of rules, right? Like
All right, Kevin.
me, I'm gonna stick with sex scene. I'll pull it back from orgy. I'll say 2 people because it won't be a masturbation scene. 2 people will make sweet love, either on or off camera.
Man, I still haven't figured mine out. Any one thing is going to sink during one of these
Oh,
movies.
something is going to sink.
Yeah.
Something that would not normally.
Nope, doesn't matter if it normally would or wouldn't.
What does
Something
that? What does that mean?
I don't know, like a boat
Like if I
or
threw
say
a
a
rock
submarine.
in the
A
water.
Oh.
What if a building sinks
Yeah,
into
okay,
the
yeah, sorry.
world?
Like something will sink into water. Could be a
Okay.
rock.
All right. Well, those are our 3 bets, or those are our bonus bets.
Yeah, bonus bets.
Our broad bonus bets.
Oh, that looks promising.
Ugh! I want some of the volume.
All right, but we're gonna pick it up on
It's Minoan. Oh, that's Greek.
the sacred. Oh, it's a bowl.
Oh, they're European.
Money.
How much
St.
do you
Louis.
think this
I don't think it's real money.
is? 3.1 million American dollars. Our lives are about to change, and I think we should celebrate.
There is a lesbian scene. Yeah. Oh God.
Well, Kevin, you're probably winning.
Wow,
today.
you're winning that.
We didn't steal anything. They were dead. Someone out there is
Oh, I'm
looking for
winning
this
that
money
bet.
right now.
Now we are going
Someone-
to
oh,
search
yeah.
every dive in this bloody town until we find him.
What are you so upset about? But I get an extra 15 years if I get caught.
I want the money. All of it.
We're not spies, dingbat.
Terror people don't just know how to execute people. Chris and I love each other. Why would I be afraid of her? If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna look really, really hot when I do it.
I haven't got the time to sort this out. Kill them all.
Wow, I totally
Okay,
win.
yeah, Deb's
I
winning
win
her bet.
all the time.
Put my money down.
I don't understand where concrete comes into it.
Okay, so Deb and Jason are probably both getting 2 points.
You mean Kevin?
Or yeah.
All right. So that was the movie Concrete Blondes. That looks super good. And we're gonna make 3 bets based off of that trailer about what the plot might be for Concrete Blondes.
Mhm.
Okay. So my first bet, one of the Concrete Blondes gets killed
Oh god damn.
by a mobster.
That was absolutely gonna be my
Very
bet.
specific. Okay.
That's why I go first.
I'm going to say that one of the mobsters, or one of the girls, one of the Concrete Blondes, falls in love with a mobster.
Oh, a little bit of a reverse.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a good one.
Boy, I'm gonna say that someone they trust double crosses them.
Ooh,
The
double
old
cross.
Crisscross, double cross.
Yeah.
I don't know
Jump
if that's a thing.
if you wanna.
Applesauce, crisscross applesauce. And they also sit in the crisscross applesauce position. That's my secondary part of the bet.
Okay, if you get that, you get another half point.
Okay, good.
Whoa, we can just tack on bets here?
Apparently.
Amazing.
Hey, I don't
Apparently.
make the rules.
Wait, you do make the rules. Well, my bet was gonna be that they killed one of the monster people, but since that's taken. Oh, how's it going, bud? So my first bet is that they don't get to keep the money
Ooh.
for whatever reason.
Okay.
I don't know if they end up having to give it back or they lose it or whatever, but they don't get to keep all the money. Snake draft, I'm gonna bet a second time. I think there's gonna be a scene where all 3 of them shoot one person at the same time. It's very specific, but I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Did they show anything in the trailer about them like throwing the money up and kind of rolling around in it?
They didn't.
Is that gonna be your bet?
Which is funny because I would think if you get a pile of money,
Yeah,
like
you want
that,
to roll in it.
the first thing you do is roll in it.
Yeah.
I mean, money is filthy.
You
because
want to
people are
put
filthy,
every
right?
part of your body on that money.
Yeah, but I would, and no matter how much
Yeah.
money. I get like $17 and I just roll around with it, right? So,
I have cash in my pants right now.
I'm gonna roll around in your pants, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with they're gonna at some point like kind of make it rain and roll around in it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
Deb, what do you got?
I'm gonna say that someone gets head damage.
Head trauma.
There's
God,
head
head
trauma.
damage.
Someone gets a concussion, or smacked in the head or hit in the head. Does not count shooting in the head because we've seen that in the trailer.
Okay, so it's a blunt force head
Blunt
trauma.
force to the head.
Gotcha. My bet is I think there's going to be a scene where they do one of those money counting machines, and they put stacks of money in it, and then it
Abacus?
flips through. Yeah, an abacus,
Wait.
and it flips through. No, they have one of those money counting where you put
Yeah,
stacks.
Are they
of
gonna
cash
have
in
like the
there.
little hat with the visor that's
Oh, God,
green
with
that
the green
sees
visor.
the
so
top to it? They're like, ka-ching! We got all this money here.
Oh, we're not
that-
watching The Mask.
That's
Oh my
gonna
god!
be-
Go back to the West.
You get to go again.
Oh yeah, I get to go in. I bet that there's going to be a car accident in the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
I can buy that.
I bet that someone makes a joke about Valley girls or sorority girls or something very like stereotypically like, oh
Blonde
my
joke.
god, like whatever.
Like a blonde joke?
Yeah.
Just like a generic blonde joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am also gonna, in that vein, I know this movie was obviously made by probably males with a bunch of pretty females that they want to like do it. So I want a scene where the camera clearly shows them in like short shorts and high boots, like strutting, right?
Oh, like a slow motion
Like a
hot
kind of
chick
like
scene.
a hot chick, like that classic shot.
Hot chick
where you get
Reservoir Dogs.
Hot chick Reservoir Dogs kind of thing, but from behind,
No
so
car
that
wash.
we can see
No
their
bikini
Oh,
car
okay.
wash.
their boom
That-
booms.
Yeah.
Not their jaw-jaws.
The juicy.
Yeah, the
Where the
juicy.
juicy.
They're gonna
title
like, yeah,
goes.
they're gonna like do this. Like, I feel like there's that. It's definitely it's.
All right, my last bet is there's going to be a scene where they're running and someone breaks like a heel.
Oh, that's
yours
a
are really
good
specific.
one.
I always make mine really specific, and I never
Yeah.
get any points.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep going with that. Yeah, they're going to be running. and
It's a
someone's
winning
gonna break it.
strategy.
We did it. We watched it. We watched Concrete Blondes.
Yeah,
One of the
there's-
best concrete blonde movies I've ever seen.
I mean,
That's-
I was my favorite version of Concrete.
Can I just tell everyone in YouTube land that we put off watching Game of Thrones last season, episode 3, to watch that garbage?
Worth it.
Me and Francis kind of liked it.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was pretty good.
Dev and Kevin, I think, either hated it or were just super tired.
Both.
Not like it. Did not like
The
it.
only good thing was that the guy from Big Bang Theory who played the boyfriend Zach
Yeah.
was in the movie, and he pretty much played it 90%, 75%.
Yeah,
to
he's like the
90%.
exact same character.
Zach from Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, dumb guy.
Fuck, Carl. What's up with you bitches and goat cheese?
Except for in this one, he turned a little. Spoiler: he turned a little evil.
Oh yeah, we can just assume, right?
That you're.
Spoiler.
you're
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna-
we're gonna spoil this
You're
great
not
movie.
gonna watch it.
No
You're
one's
You
gonna watch it.
absolutely should
No
go
one
watch
has.
it.
I think it's
watched it.
totally watchable. It has plenty of like decent comedic moments. So the general plot is there's 3 girls that live together. Chris's girlfriend
Tara.
and her third roommate, Sammy, Chris,
Sammy.
Yeah.
And-
Sammy, Chris, and then the one with like
Tara.
a very obvious girl's name, Tara.
Tara, and Sammy. Well, first off, they walk into a Mexican standoff
Yeah.
and they find a bag of money.
It's a
And
Canadian stand-up.
oh, right, it was Canadian money, and they steal $3 million from a bag
Canadian.
of money that they find. They bring it back to the apartment, and they decide that they're going to keep the money and eat $3 million. And Chris says, "Don't do anything stupid with this money. We need to keep this under wraps." Her roommates, of course, do not do that. And then Sammy's boyfriend, he gets wind of the
Zach from Big Bang Theory.
Zach gets wind of the money,
Shit, I
Whose
can't
name
remember his name.
is
and there is a
Carl.
Carl, yeah, Carl.
there is a fake Greek restaurant owner
Costas, not Costas.
who maintains a
Like
Greek
Rob Costas.
he maintains a Greek persona, even though there's
Yeah.
really no reason for him to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
I
he's
don't know
really
why.
friendly.
You know, I grew up not far away from the Isle of Lesbos.
Oh, that sounds real nice.
Right! Now listen, fuckface. Where's the rest?
He's
He's-
like, "Hey, governor,
Yeah.
how about a gyro sandwich?" Like, that's Australia.
Pip,
maybe.
cheerio.
Pip, pip, tea time.
It's time to go in the lift. Zach owes money to
His
the
name's not Zach.
to the bakery. Don't
Carl.
ever correct me again.
Wow.
Zach,
Hello, Tinder.
Zach owes money to the fake Greek. Fake Greek guy. He tortures Zach. He deep fries his hand. Zach
Funny
says
guy.
like, "Hey,
Paul,
I know
not Zach.
I know how to pay you back. I owe you $150,000.
That's about how he acted. Like you can act as good as Zach in that movie.
And
clarification: he owed 50,000.
he owed 50,000.
And he said he was gonna double it.
Yeah, he's gonna double
I'm
it.
gonna double it.
And so he says like, hey, just send some of your goons to my girlfriend's place and steal that money.
And then we get the twist. That's where the girl
yeah.
wound up being a murderous badass.
Yeah, but I guess as
been trained
a result from growing up in Jonestown, she somehow knows how to like murder people, and she has like survival training and
a lot of head trauma.
Chris ends up being the survivalist badass. She kills both of the goons that
In a
get sent.
towel. Like, she gets out of the shower and just murders these
Yeah,
guys.
where did she hide this gun?
Where did she have the gun?
That was in the bag. Chronologically, she kills the two goons. Then they cut up the two goons into little pieces.
Right.
They bury the two goons. Zach
Carl
is waiting outside. He follows them. So they bury the bodies. Zach films them with his cell phone camera.
His flip phone.
And
Were there flip phones in 2013? I feel like in 2013 people had smartphones.
oh yeah,
Pretty sure they did.
yeah, smartphones.
2007.
All of these
Yeah,
characters
that's the
were
iPhone
like
is 2007.
down on their luck, not a ton of money.
I
Like, they didn't
guess.
have the money for an iPhone.
Come on. That guy with that sweet shirt,
He spent all his money on that shirt.
he wore for the
That
entire
was
shirt, even
a
though there was
very
different
cool
days.
Yeah,
He was
wore
in like
one
this
shirt.
Western style shirt with like skulls with poker cards.
Yeah, I thought it spoke to his
Yeah,
character.
but why
that
didn't he
that
change
wouldn't
his
change.
fucking shirt? Like,
Yeah, I
in
bet he
different
wouldn't
days.
change.
He didn't wear clothes in the first scene that he's in.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy.
No,
If you want to see some junk.
maybe.
You almost see junk. I was looking really carefully, and I'm gonna go over the footage just to make sure. You almost see his junk.
Little brain.
A little brain.
A little brain. All right.
Just a hint of
There
brain.
were no boobs.
Yes, there was none. That would have maybe tried to
There were
redeem the movie
no-
slight, but it
No boobs.
there's no boobs.
There was no nudity. There's no
was
nudity except for male nudity and almost the
tasteful.
brain.
No,
No, you also get
It
the
was
what's the name from the
tanning.
back.
Yeah,
It was
get-
tasteful,
There was
surprisingly.
no frontal.
Like
nudity.
this movie, it was tasteful and artistic.
Zach calls him, blackmails him.
Oh.
I have cell phone footage of you burying a bunch of dead bodies and pieces, and meet me at the club. There's some drama between like the blondes who disguise themselves as blondes, even though
No, one was not blonde.
No.
technically two of them were blondes. All of the best characters meet up in the club.
It was like a Wizard of Oz takeoff.
Yeah.
Only they figured out where the voice was coming from pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, it's like immediately knew.
I'm on the PA, so my voice is coming from every direction. You have no way of detecting where its true location is coming from.
Then the
Shootout.
real mobsters show up,
Mhm.
and they demand the money. Mobsters decide to kill everyone,
Shooting
and then
everywhere.
Zach dies.
Carl.
He gets shot in the head. Sammy gets shot in the head.
Tara gets.
Tara
Gets shot
gets-
and gets some of the most expert first aid I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
With a boa.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like,
it was a boa. Who knew?
Yeah.
A boa
feathers.
works as a tourniquet later.
Well, it doesn't. She died.
not a lot of absorption in feathers.
Yeah.
So she dies in that
They
scene.
do repel water usually,
Oh.
especially for ducks.
Well, then it
I don't know
should
if it was a duck boa. I don't know.
Then it should be perfect.
I
It
think-
repels it back inside of her.
I think most boas at a strip club are made out
I
of
don't
duck.
know if that's how blood works.
But there was one last final revelation at the end of the movie. Chris did the old switcheroo and
Oh, right.
switched the money. And
Which
she,
I never saw coming.
I didn't
It's
either.
just-
What a shocker.
So then she goes to Mexico, which is what the original plan was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that
she
was
had told her friends, we can't take that much money to Mexico, we'll get caught.
Yeah.
Which then she takes that much money and goes to Mexico.
Yeah.
Does not
So-
get caught.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do kind of establish that. I mean, Zach has a good idea that says, like,
Some
No,
Mexican jail.
No, dude. They only check on the way out. On the way in, you can probably have a nuclear bomb in a handbag. They won't even notice.
yeah, they don't care about whether they only care when you're bringing it out of Mexico, not when you're bringing it in Mexico. So, like, you could bring whatever in Mexico, and apparently,
We're not lawyers.
yeah.
just
No,
to be clear, I'm not saying
This
you
is
should try
legal
to take
advice.
$3 million.
Official legal advice.
Yeah,
Bring
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
into
No.
Mexico.
Let us know how it works out.
Okay.
Send us a postcard.
I mean, if it's Canadian dollars, it makes it look a lot less suspicious.
Yeah.
Just say sorry. Drive across the
Oh yeah, I was just bringing in some money, eh? I wanted to go one of them Mexican donkey shows, eh? Well, that's getting edited out.
Yeah, her dead girlfriend shows up one final shot where she's imagining that they're opening up a restaurant together, which they paid off from the very beginning. A nice little setup payoff.
And
I
then
really
the
wanted
Sign
leaves
of a
blow.
good writer.
It was gonna be a rest
Yeah,
stop.
the leaves.
The leaves blow.
So it's her sitting there going like, "Oh, do
Clearing
you
off
think
the
this place
leaves.
is this good? Is this a good place, babe? Yeah, it's
good.
It's perfect.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
You know what? The story had a moral.
Yeah.
And the moral was that there are no ethnic slurs about Greeks.
Did you know that the English language has a number of derogatory epithets that cover almost every race and nation on Earth? But here's the thought I want to leave you with. There is no derogatory epithet for Greek.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I learned from this movie.
I did not know that.
That was interesting.
We actually Googled it, and it's the truth.
Well, according to Wikipedia.
No.
Well, let's see how we did.
I'd like to
bet-wise.
preemptively say that I want to argue a couple of mine.
My broad bet, my big broad blind bet,
Big
was
blind bet.
the antagonist dies at the end. That did not happen. How the hell is this movie about all these people dying and the antagonist doesn't die?
Is Carl not the antagonist, though?
No,
Zach?
he's just the
Just
double.
Costas.
The antagonist was clearly the fake Greek. The Gimli was clearly the antagonist.
Yeah.
So the second one that I had was when the blondes dies. That totally happened. There is no money counting machine, even though they have a scene where they are post money count. My third bet was that there was going to be a car accident. There was kind of a car accident. I want to argue a half point.
I actually want to give you the full point.
A car
No.
hits a trash can. That is an accident. If this was a
You
normal,
gotta cut just to Deb's face.
if this
when you
happened
say
in real
that.
life,
Fact.
okay.
She
if
literally said, if I let you drive my car, you're gonna back into something again. And then she backed into something.
Yeah. Deb got all except for I'm not sure about one of them, but we'll go through them. So the first one, your big blind bet, you get 2 points. Someone dies in the first hour. Multiple people died in the first hour at the Canadian standoff.
First, 10 minutes.
One of the girls falls in love with a mobster. I don't know if Carl can really be.
He was working for
He was
Costas.
working for Costas.
He owed him money.
He wasn't.
No,
working
he wasn't
for
a
him.
mobster.
He just owed him money.
He owed him money.
Deb's second bet was that there's going to be a stereotypical blonde voice. There was an entire character that served that purpose.
I know, I said that too. I am so smart.
God.
Totally.
I'm so much smarter than you know.
I am so smart.
Yes, we're all talking about Carl. And your third bet was that there's going to be head trauma. There's lots of head trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 4 points.
You get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I added it up.
And what was yours? 1.5.
I'm getting 1.5.
Okay. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
How would someone get a point total so low?
I don't know. Let's see what the rest of us are at. Kev, you said there was going to be a sex scene. There was not a sex scene, even though there was almost a sex scene. But I'm going to give you half point because there was a sex scene dream.
But I can tell when a girl needs a little help.
When they cut away, the implicit thing is that they were doing it.
There is definitely multiple double crosses, so you get that point for sure.
Double
There
points.
That was
crosses
your-
all over the place.
Double crosses, double points.
That was your first regular bet. Your second bet, there was no scene where they made it rain.
I thought they'd be so
Yeah, you
excited
got-
for all that money. I guess because it was Canadian money, so they're just not that as excited.
Nobody
We
wants
also
to-
got unlucky that they decided to hide it like almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that you should get at least a half point for the Reservoir Dogs slow-mo, because there were 2 Reservoir Dogs
Yeah,
slow-mos.
they just weren't from behind.
Not from behind, not wearing booty shorts. Between those two,
How about 75% of a point? 1.75, just so I could beat you.
and then Francis. Let's go through your bets.
Hey, how'd you do?
I've got a lot of arguing to do.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean,
The whole video is now 4 hours long after he does his arguing.
all right. So your blind bet was that something sinks, nothing sunk.
So I don't get that.
You do not get that.
I won't try to argue for sinking this time.
You argued that they don't get to keep the money. In retrospect, that seems like they would have kept the money.
Hold on.
If it was a comedy.
But they didn't keep the money because 2 of them died.
If we count every character that didn't have money at the end of it. Yes.
I was 2/3 right.
Yeah. So you're getting no points for that. Your second bet was multiple protagonists shoot someone. That seems another one that seemed like seemed like a safe bet to me from that trailer.
It turned out only one of them knew how to use guns.
Yeah. Only one. Yeah, I guess only one of them ever shot a gun.
Yeah, the other 2 never shot anything.
Sammy's strategy during the whole gunfight scene was to crouch on stage and just hope no one saw her.
Yeah, she was pretty pathetic.
Breaking a heel was your third one, and man, I can't believe that they didn't break a heel. It seems like such a safe bet.
Yeah, I was almost 100%.
The writers will surprise you with this one.
Yeah, the writers
with
really
their fantastic, nuanced character development. I guess I didn't actually have as much arguing to do as I thought.
No, wait, what were you even to argue? Nothing was even.
I was trying to come up with a way to argue that implicitly something sank, but there's really nothing there.
No.
So how many points did I get?
You got.
That was all 4?
Zero points. So Deb, you're the winner.
Thanks.
Is there a prize?
No. There's nothing. In general, I kind of recommend this movie. I think it's decent. I think it's like a decently...
I'm on board with the recommendation.
Decent comedy. I think Zach has a lot of really good comedic moments.
He falls a lot.
Listen, him and
Carl.
Sammy were pretty funny.
But she said it's like really hard to exchange Canadian money into real money or something like that.
Canadian money, huh? Yeah, I don't know about all that. I'm pretty sure they just use regular money in Canada.
I was so bored.
If you have other things to do,
Do
them.
them.
Kevin literally wandered away during the movie and was like staring out a door. I am on board with the recommendation. I enjoyed it. It's not like a movie I would be eager to go back and watch.
It's not an amazing movie, but it has some funny moments.
Maybe you could be the first person to rate it on.
Yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes.
you could be the first person to rate this movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
It had 3 out of 5 stars on Amazon Prime.
That doesn't sound like a bad movie.
And a 4.8 out of 10 on
also
IMDb.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that IMDb is the height of critical analysis of movies. So what was your favorite part of the movie?
Favorite part of the movie?
Mine too.
Maybe when they were saying like, "Are you afraid?" and Francis and I both at the same time said, "Of the dark."
That was your favorite part of the movie?
Was the interaction part.
Kev, what was your favorite
No,
part?
there was a part. What did I say before? There was something that I liked.
Oh, the Canada hat.
Oh yeah, that's
that
it. Where the Valley girl Sammy comes and because they want to exchange the money, and they're like, "Oh, my friend from Canada," and so she comes in like a Canada hat with the tag still on it, and like I don't know, some
She's
Canada.
drinking a beer.
She's drinking a beer, and she's doing a really bad Canadian accent, which is probably her trying to do a legitimate.
Oh, sorry, eh?
And then the rest of it, I just hated life.
Fancy Pants?
I don't know. I've got a lot of favorite points in that movie, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I think one of them might actually be Costas when he's on the phone trying to call Carl and he's yelling at him about being down. Apparently the 2 guys he sent to rob the 3 women were like a bartender and a waiter at his actual restaurant. And he's like, "I'm being forced to serve tables like an out-of-work actress." And like one of his waitresses is walking past him and like stares at him and looks so sad.
Oh,
and
yeah,
walks away.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
This movie was known for its subtlety.
yeah.
My favorite part was all of the Zach scenes. I thought he was great. I thought all of his scenes were good. I loved his
It was all pratfalls.
I love his
Fucking
That was great. And then his like almost sliding across the hood of the car. I thought that was good. That guy has got a future in comedy.
What's up? Why are your titties ignoring me? But why were the drug dealers using Canadian money in America?
I don't fucking know, Carl. I didn't ask the dead guys.
Oh, I see you close. I want to release all this sexual tension and just go fuck each other's brains out.
Carl.
Okay, I'm here. See, the problem is that it's not exactly on tape. It's on my cell phone.
Okay, then give me your cell phone.
Fuck that. I have all my friends' numbers and stuff in there.
Carl,
No
you're
way.
about to have $3 million, bitch.
All right.
No, that's
Well,
all we
that's
got.
the movie. We previewed it. We reviewed it. We did everything we were paid to do, and then some.
How do we end this?
I don't know. It would have been such a good ending if you could have ended with we previewed it, we reviewed it, and then have like one little tagline.
We previewed it. We reviewed it, and one little tagline. Done. All right. We're goddamn dog.
We should just have Daisy on the
We
show.
should have Daisy on the show.
Deb, no more ideas.